We're back to Sam Gannon now at AT&T Stadium. I think standing by right outside the Cowboys locker room. Again, this has to be a demoralized bunch tonight, Sam. It's obvious where this season is going, and that's nowhere fast. But for a third straight game, they hang around for a while, long enough to keep it kind of interesting, but the offense just can't do enough to get them over the top, and the result is a very familiar one for the Cowboys tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Mike. The players are currently coming off the field right now and not much to say. You talk about CeeDee Lamb, his production for the night, 8 receptions for 93 yards, 12 targets. And there were moments on the sideline there when the cameras pointed to him where he had a look of frustration, too. There was a play or two where there looked like there was a little bit of a miscommunication between Cooper Rush and CeeDee Lamb. And there was another play, another drive where even Troy Aikman was talking about the route running once again, saying he's not too sure what was going on right there. Again, these are themes that have continued throughout the season, and it's really hard too when you get behind in a game as well. And even though they were down by, I believe, a touchdown at the half, Mike McCarthy is 0-5 when trailing games at the break. So overall, I thought this Cowboys team, I did see more fight from them tonight, Mike, but ultimately it's too many things for this team to overcome. When you talk about the loss of your starting quarterback, then you expect the defense to carry a little bit more of the load, and the lack of offensive weapons. It's just too difficult for this team to really get anything going at this point.
Yeah, it's just a stunning reduction in talent from one year to the next, just from the top of the roster on down. And I know that the Dak injury and him being lost for the season is going to be the headline, I guess, coming out of this thing when the 2024 season is reviewed. But you can't forget how bad this offense was even when Prescott was running it, and just the lack of firepower and the total inability to run the football. I think the defense has gotten incrementally better over the last couple of weeks, in large part because Micah Parsons is back, and he was a real force tonight yet again, and they finally did force a turnover in the game tonight. But it's just, again, kind of amazing to see how quickly this thing has fallen for the Cowboys as they now fall to 3-7. I want to ask you one more time, Sam, about what happened before the game tonight, because that kind of became as big a story as the game itself, and just another bizarre example of things that tend to happen to this franchise. There's the metal hitting the turf about 2.5 hours before the game. Thankfully, nobody was standing under it, but you guys were close. You and Jeff and our photographers and our crew on the scene. What was it like out there at that moment?
Yeah, it was really strange. Jeff Kolb and I were talking about this coming into the game today at AT&T Stadium. We're like, well, wonder what storylines are going to come out of today. And little did we know that a storyline that would be happening would take place pregame, before the game. I didn't actually see the piece of sheet metal fall. I ended up seeing it on the ground, but it was very close to us. And while we chuckle about it a little bit, and it is funny now after the fact, when you think in terms of all these outside factors, the sun being one of them from a week ago, we're just thankful that no one did get hurt. And they did close the roof fairly promptly. They were going to decide whether or not to open it up again, and ultimately they decided to keep it closed, which I do think was the right move. But it had everyone's attention, Mike. All the employees, coaching staff, staffers here, all eyes were on the roof here at AT&T Stadium, and maybe the lack of having things intact. And while the people were saying the sky is falling, people are now saying, oh, maybe you do need to build a new stadium after all.
34-10 the final. Cowboys fall to 3-7. We're going to hear from Mike McCarthy here live at the podium in just a moment. But Sam, before we do that and send it to a break, obviously that's going to be a big part of the discussion tomorrow again as the Cowboys continue to lose football games. It was interesting in your conversation with Troy Aikman before the game. His vote of confidence for Mike McCarthy was pretty strong, but it's a discussion that's going to continue to take place, and speculation over his job security, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and it's difficult to say. It's not hard to say, the fact that we think that there's going to be a different head coach coaching the Cowboys next season. And I understand where Troy's coming from, and I think you and I both have the utmost respect for his opinions and his thoughts on things too. It's just hard to see. I agree with him in the sense that I don't think Mike McCarthy is going to be fired, during this season. I don't think there's a point. I think you ride this thing out because this is what you've got. And we both talked about the talent on this roster. It's not what it has been in years past. So I think that McCarthy's going to be coaching for the rest of the season. Beyond that, I think you and I both agree that will not be the case.